Nelson Mandela International Day, celebrated every July 18th, honors his legacy and commitment to democracy, peace, and freedom. On Nelson Mandela Day, the United Nations encourages participation in the 67 Minutes for Mandela initiative. The UN is urging people worldwide to take part in civic action, challenge injustice, and help shape a more equitable world honoring the principles Nelson Mandela stood for. On Nelson Mandela Day 2025, the theme "It's Still in Our Hands to Combat Poverty and Inequity" honors Mandela's fight for social justice and calls us to act together for equity. But who really is Nelson Mandela? Mandela, a global icon in the fight against the criminal apartheid regime and system in South Africa, championed peace, dialogue and unity through reconciliation efforts such as the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Mandela devoted his life to building a democratic, inclusive society and fighting poverty, inequality, and injustice, always standing up for marginalized groups. To celebrate Nelson Mandela International Day, Praxis organized an event at Liberty Square on July 25, 2025, highlighting his 67-year fight for human rights through the 67 Minutes for Mandela initiative. As part of the 67 Minutes for Mandela initiative, we organized a series of meaningful activities to honor the legacy of Nelson Mandela, his life, struggles, and values. The activities organized were a timeline game to explore and discover the key moments of Nelson Mandela's life. A creative expression activity where participants shared what Nelson Mandela inspires in them thanks to personal creations. The last activity was an interactive activity focused on the struggles and causes Mandela championed throughout his career. On Nelson Mandela International Day and beyond, let us honor his legacy by taking meaningful action and inspiring change. Let us honor Nelson Mandela's legacy by working towards a more inclusive and sustainable future. In the face of today's challenges, his legacy remains an essential source of inspiration for the entire world.